Good morning, morning breathers. Welcome to Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Alex.
Happy Monday.
We got Alex P. Snyder, super producer,
Yep.
with us.
Resident badass.
Bells on, pushing buttons. Not
Yeah.
sure what's going on right now. We got a red light, people. We have a red light.
Yep.
But that's supposed to be
Yep. That's
Okay.
good.
That's a good.
It's a good red light.
It's a good red light.
good. I like those. You don't look confident, though. See, there's what I see, people. All right. Also, we have Boss Man Matt.
Good morning.
Morning, Matt. And John the Voice.
Good morning.
I took a Friday off last week.
I know. The first day I came back and you were like,
I was not feeling it, guys. I needed a day.
I am sick of this guy. I'm staying home.
It was no coincidence, right?
I just knew you guys could handle it, and you did well. You did well.
We got through.
So, first I want to thank KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, Casey.
They sponsored the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Had you known that, right?
I didn't know that.
We also want to thank Willie and all the Hy-Vees and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh for sponsoring us guys, Morning Breath guys.
And hey, a little bit about KCTC. They came out and visited my house Friday, and I'm gonna get KCTC internet out there
They
finally.
put a splice in for you.
They're going to come out there. Well, they say that there's going to be fiber optic there later this year, but we will. I mean, that's what sold me. That was the hitch. So if you live, south and east of town, out 275th and Airport Road and stuff, and you are interested, you should talk to them.
Yes.
So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's there's a few things we need to talk about today. I know that one topic you're just dying to get at, John, right? And that is what I had for breakfast this morning.
oh yeah, I was waiting for it. You son of a gun. I was like, this guy.
Because I don't know what else is going on. I don't know what else to talk about. There's nothing on our schedule, which that never happens. There's really just kind of small talk and basketball. Doesn't say anything about my breakfast. So
Well, it's a breakfast show,
It's
so.
hurtful.
What did you have for breakfast?
I had nothing yet.
Oh.
I have a protein shake after this show, and then a banana and more water.
Sure.
It's kind of my breakfast.
Kind of your thing.
Do we got anybody checking in yet this morning?
We have Julie, Tiffany.
What we have is your homepage, Alex.
I've told you this before, Tim, but sitting in that chair, it's a little awkward to look at the comments.
It is. I do want to talk really quick while this is getting. Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Last week or the week before, I said something about an asteroid coming.
Oh yes. There's going to be an asteroid eclipse.
I got an asteroid. I'm not crazy.
Lay it on.
I didn't look it up, but it came back into my feed. So this thing is true. It's after 71 years, this thing, and it will be visible today because we do have an eclipse, right?
We do have an eclipse.
So what I wanted to do is talk a little bit about this astrological stuff.
All right.
Just a bit.
Yep.
And then we'll polish it up with the biggest topic that we all know of. So this asteroid's been 71 years. It will be visible, and I wish I could have shared this with you. So, like when you're looking at the clips with your funky glasses
Or your shoebox with pinholes.
or shoebox, is that what you're going to have? Is a shoebox or Wheaties box or something like that, Alex?
Just like this.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm using.
Yeah, me too. But they're not approved.
It should be because those are your glasses that I just
Those
put
are
on.
my
So.
glasses, yeah. But as you're looking at it, so Venus and Jupiter will be very visible, more so for the full eclipse. I don't know how well we'll see Venus and Jupiter, but Venus is to the lower right of the eclipse, and Jupiter is to the upper left as you're looking at it. And this comet, I'm going to pass this around, is just a little blip. But it's 3 times the size of Mount Everest.
Wow.
Look at that thing. You can see it. And this was, they say that this was first seen in the Ming Dynasty in the 1300s. And now it's coming back. So this is very exciting. An asteroid that big. And they said, don't worry, it's not going to get that close. It's like 5.5 million miles away or something like that.
No big deal.
That'd take you 2 days to get there.
Yeah. In John's Jeep, we might go a little we can off-road.
We can go off road.
So I still think that's interesting. I find astrology just crazy interesting.
It is.
I can tell by Alex's face.
Yep.
He's pumped.
Insane.
I think I would guess you would based on your background that you had up there. It was like a very spacey picture, if you will.
Well, that just came with the computer.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the honesty.
It's default.
Womp womp. Ah, disappointing.
Since you brought up the eclipse, here's a little. So this is from one place, so it varies a little bit. But Eastern Iowa, obviously today, but it is today. Hold on, my notes are out of order. Sorry.
Oh no.
The partial eclipse begins at 12:46 p.m., give or take a few minutes, depending on where you are. And then at 2:02 p.m., it reaches its peak of 86.3 eclipsed. I've also seen 83%. I don't know if that 3% is going to make a big difference. And at 3:16 p.m., the partial eclipse ends. There's not going to be another eclipse in the contiguous United States for 20 years, so in 2044. However,
I have a goal.
yeah, there you go.
Didn't live that long.
See the next eclipse.
However, I didn't realize this. The Earth experiences around 5 solar eclipses each year, but most of them aren't total eclipses, and even the ones that are can be hard to get to. It's random, he said. It could be in the Sahara Desert. It could be the next time in Antarctica, and of course, quite often, it's in the middle of the ocean. The last solar eclipse in the United States was in 2017. Next one in 2044, followed shortly by another in 2045. Alaska will see a total solar eclipse in 2033.
Look out, Alaska, because the people will, if you have an eclipse, people will come.
Yeah.
And they were doing state of emergencies all over the place because they can't handle all the people. Unfortunately, I think people up north, they're talking, it's going to be a lot of cloud cover up that way. So
Yeah.
Where were you the last one that this happened?
on my deck, I took
Yeah.
pictures and watched it from there.
I was working for Han down in Muscatine. We were all in the parking lot, like
Yeah.
doing what they told us
Get
not to
ready
do.
for
I'm
a
like,
big day of non-productivity this afternoon.
Right.
Is what I
hey,
think.
it's why I took the top off the Jeep. So maybe just drive out somewhere good and just take a look real quick over the lunch break. 12:36, you said?
20202
Just kidding.
is the peak.
But it starts-
It
Peak.
starts.
Oh,
it starts
okay,
before
okay.
that.
You'll
Gotcha.
start seeing it creaking.
Right.
Clearly, I'm not as well read about you as you gentlemen who come in with your papers all ready to go. And I'm like, well, I guess I
Google.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's the thing, John. We brought you in for this reason and this reason only. So the Iowa women.
So hold on. Everybody just take a breath.
Yeah, because
Catch your breath.
our time now is done talking.
Yes. All right, John, you ready? You ready?
I feel like this was discussed before I got here.
It wasn't.
Morning.
It was not. So you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
How about them Hawks?
Hey,
How about them Hawks?
I tell you what, it's already showing in the comments section. It's really cool, and we'll get to the actual gameplay here in a little bit, but the way that these women have conducted themselves all year, number one, the way that Caitlin Clark had carried herself, and I also want to give a huge shout out to them. I mean, first of all, there was just, it looked like, as I watched the game, and what you guys think here, but it looked like that Iowa has just, how hard they had to fight to get to this place.
They ran out of gas.
They just ran out of
really
gas.
Good team.
Yeah, against a very, very, very good team. And that's, I will give South Carolina all the credit in the world. I mean, they had a plan and they didn't get rattled early when Iowa came out. I mean, Clark came out like a flamethrower, for God's sakes. I mean, it was 18 points in the first quarter,
Yep.
just, scorching, going to town. And you could kind of see it. They would show Staley, and it was like, hey, we're okay. Like, we're all right. We're just going to keep doing our thing. And, sooner or later, because it's the Achilles heel. You cannot win a national championship being consistently out-rebounded by 20-plus rebounds a game.
And
30-second chance points.
37 bench points.
That size difference was obvious and it was hurtful. So we knew going in that we were going to get out rebounded.
Right.
Yeah.
Very tough to win when that happens.
And
what that means is we've got to score on every opportunity.
Yeah. And 0 bench points.
Yep.
Yeah.
0
I mean, not like 7, not like 5, not like 9.
They didn't play much.
0. But
They didn't play much.
O'Grady played 10
O'Grady
minutes
played
or something, but
yeah.
And then the I forget.
Feuerbach.
Feuerbach. Yeah.
Yeah. She unfortunately had some very, very bad
I think
plays.
she was scared.
The moment was too big. I mean, she went to the corner multiple times, picked up the dribble. It looked very much like deer in headlights. And you know what? I mean, it would happen to a lot of people because you're on that kind of stage and everything else. But it was just one of those things where. But I loved after the game. because it was a week or so ago, I was slinging dirt about Kim Mulkey and everything else, and I'll continue to do so. But the
That team is so easy to dislike.
I know.
oh, it was absolutely. But with Staley, it's like, I love what she did at the end. She gave her players their flowers. And she, it was just awesome, supported her team. But then she specifically went to Clark as far as verbally, she was talking about her and called her one of the GOATs of their game, because it's this logic and this nonsense that Clark can't be considered like one of the GOATs of, in my opinion, the greatest of all time in women's basketball is ludicrous because of what she's done for the game. And on top of the fact that she's not played as of yet, now that'll change, hopefully this year for her or whatever else. But the amount of WNBA players that she played with up to this point, 0. Right? Gone to 2 back-to-back national championships. You think about Breanna Stewart and some of those great UConn teams, they were loaded with talent, right? I mean, just completely loaded.
Well, even the UConn team we played Friday, they started 5 stars.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So to me, what she did and what she carried on her shoulders, so to speak, is incredible. You could take any one of the best players from these other teams and replace them on Iowa and replace Caitlin Clark with them, and they wouldn't even touch the Final Four. Not even close. So I think it's just an incredible story, incredible journey, and super proud. I mean, Lisa Bluter, what a class act, right? And the way they just conducted themselves the whole year, when they could have easily after that LSU game. And we'll talk about this, Tim, too, as well. Some of the announcers and some of the commentators. Oh man, I was sitting in my garage as per usual, both Friday and Sunday and watching these games, and I'm trying to remember her name. She was sitting in the middle. She's wearing like super bright pink on Friday night, and she had the audacity to call somebody on South Carolina the greatest 3-point shooter or the best 3-point shooter in the game. I'm like, are you on crack?
Yeah.
Like, do we need to have your house searched for methamphetamines? Like, are you on a fentanyl train? Like, what is your malfunction, lady? Like literally the greatest scorer / shooter in the history of women's college basketball. Like, you need to stop.
The announcing was quite funny, not funny.
Yeah, no, it was
A couple
just
times. I'm going to go back to the UConn game when the guy calling that says, "Boy, that UConn has got Iowa flustered."
Right.
Come on, we're down 6 or 8.
Right.
Just relax, dude.
And then the questioning of the clear, I'm going to say it, the crystal clear call.
Yeah.
It was all the elements of a moving screen. And I could not believe that some people were losing their mind about that. And kudos to the official, though, for having the guts to actually make the correct call in a big moment of the game, because it wasn't, not moving, shoulder extended, left foot dragging. Not set, completely moving. So
Not everybody,
wild.
but there were a lot of apologies on Saturday after they saw that full video.
There should have been.
Yeah.
Should have been an apology train from here to the, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty clear. It is a hard thing to take. If that were on our shoes,
Oh, yeah.
we'd be going, how do you make that call
Yep.
at that time? But then an argument I heard is, well, if do you make the call if there's 0.8 seconds left and you just barely run your foot outside and
Right.
out of bounds,
Right.
and make the shot? Do you call that?
Because you would not have wanted to deal with me if they wouldn't have made that call and Beckers would have hit that 3. Because that's what got her open.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, she was literally following her around, like moving, and still moving at the end when the actual contact was made. It wasn't even close.
Well, Beckers is good, and she might have made that shot, but but if that foul wasn't there, she still had to make that shot, and then even after that, Iowa still had 3 seconds left, go down, and there's so many factors that still could have gone into it.
Sure. But even with the 3 seconds left, I mean, I watched 2 different games where at the end of halves, at the end of quarters, the clock mismanagement by Iowa was not awesome,
Right.
Unfortunately. But, to everybody's point, super, super proud of them. What an amazing ride, what an amazing journey, and certainly what Clark and some of these other matchups did for women's basketball. I don't see it being repeated for quite some time.
No.
I mean, you got Juju Watkins, she's broke the all-time already freshman record. She's like something to deal with coming to the Big Ten, I think, next year with USC. So
Starting next year, we'll get to see her more.
We'll see what happens. But man, what a special time. What a special time to be an Iowan, to be a Hawkeye, and man, they left it all on the floor, and that's all you could ask of them.
Indeed,
Yep.
they gave it their all. Alex, let's take a break.
Let's do it.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with See First today and see why together is better.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Step back in time and create unforgettable memories of the 2024 Midwest Little Threshers reunion. Gather the family and immerse yourselves in the nostalgic charm of steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and the horses. Whether it's the savory delights from the North Village to the log cabin or the unforgettable concerts, this is where memories are crafted. Plan now to bask in the history of the past from August 29th to September 2nd in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for details. Don't miss this chance to make timeless memories.
At 5 Star Community Credit Union, we want to help you lead a better life. We offer competitive rates and convenient appointment times for all kinds of loans: auto, recreational vehicles, home equity, line of credit, holiday, and personal loans. We make it easy to build your credit and enjoy the good things in life.
We invite you to join 5 Star Community Credit Union. We are community-minded and member-focused. Come visit our locations in West Burlington and Mount Pleasant or online at 5starcu.org. Federally insured through the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Good morning, breathers. Welcome back to our Monday morning show. It's a big, really big show.
Really big show.
Alex, super producer Alex Pete.
Yep.
Tippy top of the morning.
Tippy top of the morning.
Boss man Matt.
Hello.
John the Voice.
You were
back after a long time.
That was the Lawrence Welk show you were just referencing, wasn't it?
No.
That was
Got a really big show for you tonight. Like,
nope, that was
I don't, all I could think of was Ed. I knew exactly what you're doing, though.
a really big shoe. Ed Sullivan? Nope, maybe.
Maybe.
Might have been Ed Sullivan.
I think Ed Sullivan. Yeah.
Alex, I had to ask. We kind of ignored you because, well, we got John back. And he's just fun to watch him go. Believe me, I just sit back here and go, wow.
am I your personal version of like a wind-up toy? You just pull the string and then let it go, and then all right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Did you watch the game yesterday?
I did watch the game.
From start to finish.
From start to finish.
I'm very proud of this fact.
Yep.
Because you're
And I watched the
5-minute-er.
Yeah, I watched the LSU one too. So
Good.
Or no, not the UConn one.
The UConn
one.
You watched the last 5 minutes of LSU. Right?
Yeah, I did watch the last 5
So
minutes
you
of LSU.
became hooked.
Yeah, and I was with my dad, so he was watching.
So you had no choice.
Yeah, so
You had
I
a
was like,
remote.
now I gotta sit here and watch it.
You know what? I appreciate Alex's honesty. Like, it's refreshing. He's not like, he could have been like, yeah, because I was about ready to be like, I need some tissue. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Watch the game.
Dad. He had the remote. I couldn't change the channel. But you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good.
It's good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it was
Are
good
basketball
stuff.
fan at all? Like men's, pro, college? high
No,
school?
not really.
No?
Not really that big a basketball guy.
All right.
But it was good. It was
Enough said.
it was entertaining.
It is entertaining, that's for sure.
Well,
What else do you want to hit on the ladies?
well, believe it or not, there's a lot we could say, but
Yeah.
maybe
Officiating, especially the finals, far better than last
far
year.
better than last year. Yeah.
But officiating in general, going up to yesterday afternoon, was still not good. Maybe better than last year, but still not good.
It's been talked about by a lot of people. I mean, officiating in general, for whatever reason, it's
and I don't want to just pick on them.
No,
but
it's
really they're not good, John. And you're an official.
I would say that it's some of the things that are being allowed into the game are making it even increasingly harder to officiate. So, for example, the amount of flopping that people like LeBron James and others have made popular. And
that used to be a foul.
Yeah, it used to. I mean, they used to just laugh at you. Like,
didn't they introduce a flopping rule of some sort?
They did introduce a rule to where it's like, but it has to be like so egregious, it's crazy. But it's the selling of the contact, both as an offensive player and a defensive player, and it's the whole like one of these, right? It's the head being thrown back, like someone gets bumped, like on the forearm, and they go like this. Yeah. And I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. But what happens is that an official, they'll be looking, because you're looking at 2 or 3 different things almost at the same time. And all you see is this contact, all you see is this reaction.
Right.
And you have to determine in a split second, was that legitimate? Was it not? Did I see it? Did I not? Did I miss it? It's so difficult. And so it's something that's pretty wild to watch, but like just the general looseness of the game from an NBA perspective. There's a reason why. Did you realize this is another thing I was going to hit on? The last several games by Iowa. Yeah. The last several games by Iowa, more viewership than the NBA finals.
Yeah. The UConn game was 14.3 average million. Average.
More viewership. Now, here's the thing. I enjoyed, watching the Nuggets or whatever the last year or so, but particularly when they swept the Lakers, but that's a whole nother thing. But the whole idea is that the product of their game is going down because of what they're allowing on the court itself and how the rules, how they've changed. And the NFL does a great job of staying kind of king in the news. But they've also even done some things with their game to where like they take out, like with the different tackling rules this year and everything else to where
that's gonna be bad.
Yep. I don't know how else to say it. I think there's a softness in our society that's changing so many things about our sports and some of the things that we love, and not all of it is good for our games and not all of it is good for our sports. But I would say, kind of transitioning from the women to the men, I think tonight is going to be a great matchup.
Should be.
Oh yeah, because you got 2 big men that are just, I mean, they're
dominant.
7-2 and 7-4 going up against each other, and they both have dominated their respective sides of the
bracket. They got a duck to come in this room.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. Their knees would not fit under this desk. Yeah, I'm very much.
It should be a good game tonight.
It should be a great game tonight. I look for UConn to probably pull through, although I'll be cheering for Purdue because go Big Ten.
Yeah, I'd say go Big Ten too. I do have UConn on my bracket, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks for bringing up the bracket.
Yeah.
Well, the only one I got left in my bracket's UConn.
So the men, like I didn't have anybody in the Final Four. I lost everybody, and so I quit watching my men's bracket long ago.
Yeah, I had UConn in the Final Four, and UConn won the whole thing. But that's
aren't you just smart?
Well, I didn't have anybody else.
Yeah, they are. They're just their defense is so dominant to where even if they go in some of the stretches where they're not scoring as much, they just lock people down. And was it against Illinois? They went like a 30-0 run. I mean, just wild what they can.
I wanted to watch the game Saturday, but I was at dance. My granddaughter's dance.
It's important.
It is. It was. Yeah. So I missed it, but I'll watch the game tonight.
Yeah.
Let's take a break, and we'll come back and get. What do we do?
Set for the day.
Get set for the day. All right.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
I'm Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers and sellers, to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Good morning, morning breathers. Welcome back. Let's get set for the day, Matt.
Let's get set for the day. I'll give a few shout outs. We give some of these, but just Jimmy, Tiffany, Kristen, Diana, Denise, Julie are all checking in. My mom's checking in, and she is somewhere deep in Missouri in the path of totality.
Yeah, but has she got cloud cover down there?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Also shout out to Brandon Hamilton in the separate comment section.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon. There is a difference between hemorrhoids and the other word, asteroids, just so you know.
Time is 7:42 a.m. The date is April the 8th. It is a Monday.
It's stark difference, I might add, John. The more I think about that.
With what?
Asteroids.
I missed that.
All right. A stark
difference
between old dad jokes.
There you go. Tony Stark.
No, I don't even know where I am.
Just flustered, man.
Temperature right now is 47 degrees across the board in Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, Washington. I've seen two different things, but the one I choose to go with is abundant sunshine today and some passing clouds tonight. High of 71, a low of 40. Our friends in Fairfield, Maine, who is also should be in the path of totality. A high of 63, a low of 34, and it's going to be sunny there, supposedly.
I wonder if their hotels are charging 10 times as much.
Yeah, probably. Things to do. Steinway Piano Spotlight Series featuring Eugene Gobb beginning at 7:30 p.m. at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center. There is a meeting tonight in Mount Pleasant for the RAGBRAI Committee. It's a town hall meeting starting at 6 o'clock at the Heatelator Performing Arts Center. There's lots of updates and information going to be provided about RAGBRAI coming through Mount Pleasant.
You ever done the rag, Alex?
No.
Okay.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did when I was young.
Yeah, way young.
Yeah. Washington, this is a little outside of what we ordinarily do, but Pause and More is always looking for volunteers. So if you want something to do, go volunteer at Pause and More. They're always in need of volunteers. They'll take any age. There are some restrictions if you're under 14. I think you have to be with a parent, but otherwise, go volunteer anywhere, Pause and More or anywhere else. This day in history, Olympic bomber Eric Rudolph agrees to plead guilty for the bombing. And I read that name and I go, oh yeah, I remember him, but it's Richard Jewell. That poor guy.
Yeah.
Is the one that got accused.
Got ruined.
He got ruined.
Did they have a movie? Did they do a movie?
Yeah, they've done a couple, I think. Yeah, that poor guy. You know that story? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy just got, yeah.
He was actually kind of a hero. And then
exactly. Exactly. Well, that happened in 2005 where Eric Rudolph pleaded guilty. That the Olympics, of course, were in 96, so it still took him 11 years after that to get that guy. So, you guys ready for your daily dad joke?
I can't wait.
I bet you can't. Get yourself set. Why?
Straight face. Alex.
Okay, why did Waldo go to therapy? Because he needed to find himself.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our dad joke of the day.
That wasn't
well done by the crew.
That wasn't the best one we've had.
Well done by the crew.
I was like, I'm searching for it where it landed under the table. At this point.
There's others that are harder to get through than that
Listen,
one was.
it's Monday. We got to set the tone. We did it without breaking up. That was good.
Yeah, so I should just find really bad dad jokes. And
if you want us to not laugh, get the bad ones. Thank you all for joining today. If you like what you heard or saw, please share with your friends and like and thumbs up and subscribe and I don't know whatever else you do.
One last thing, I almost forgot again. So this Friday.
Oh yes.
This Friday, John brought this idea to the table, and it's a good one. We're going to take listener, follower, watcher questions. So if you have a question or just a topic you want us to touch on, put it in the comments. For sure Friday, but if you can't do Friday, put it in some of the comments. We'll search around and we'll find them.
Yeah, anytime this week, put your questions in the comments. And obviously, we're going to probably steer away from politics, religion, that kind of thing. But just some fun questions for us that we're going to put together in a conglomeration of questions by Friday. And
you be good.
Yes, we'll have a good time.
It'll be a random show on Friday, driven by you.
Yeah, that'll be fun. All righty. Thanks very much for joining. Until tomorrow, I'll see you.